What is hedging? That's what I want to talk about in this video. And the good news is it's a very simple concept. Now you can make it very complicated, and it certainly can indeed in reality operate in very, very complex and complicated ways. But the basic premise of it is very straightforward. And this is all coming from a comment that I got. So on that note, please leave me comments. Please leave me suggestions because I take them to heart and they do spur ideas for videos. So Jose says, question, do you have a video on hedging or would you make one? So thank you, Jose. I do not have a video on hedging, at least that I can remember. And yeah, here we go. I will make one. Now at the core, hedging, like I said, very basic, centers around two words, less pain. That's it. You're just looking to create less pain for yourself. Well, within what context? Within actually a very admirable context, putting your ego aside and admitting, I have a money-making idea, but I could be wrong. So if I am wrong, how can I create less pain for myself in the situation where I am indeed wrong? Now, of course, people think that they're right and they're going to put their money where their mouth is. But again, in order to hedge themselves, in order to protect themselves in the form of, if I am wrong, how can I have less pain? That's what hedging is all about. So let me take you to my desktop virtual chalkboard. Let me walk you through a basic example, but it does illustrate exactly what hedging and creating quote unquote less pain would look like. So over here, we have a person, and this person is thinking, you know what? They're trying to think of an idea, and they eventually do come up with what they believe to be a money-making idea. So this will be a very bootleg looking light bulb, but they have an idea. Oh yeah, so there's a light bulb and they think that this idea is going to make them money. But to give this person credit, they also acknowledge the fact, I might be wrong. Yeah, I have experience. Yeah, I have this, that, or the other, but you know what? Nobody's right all the time, so I could be wrong. So what is this person's idea? Well, let's say their idea is that stock ABC is going to rise in value. So they think that ABC is going to go up, and then up some more. So that is their idea. Why they think so, that's kind of off topic. Just understand that they believe their idea is stock ABC is going to go up. But again, because of their lack of ego, they commit they could be wrong. So over here, they're going to have to look to actually hedge. They're going to say, you know what? I could be wrong, so let me hedge. And for this, and like I said, I'm keeping this very basic. There are so many forms out there, but for simplicity's sake, let's just say that they're going to go and buy what are known as put options, okay? Now, put options, what are you even talking about? Don't worry about that. That's off topic because I'm going to tell you how put options operate, and that'll give you, the backbone of how this would actually be a hedge. And remember, over here, we want to create, quote unquote, less pain. That's what we're looking to do with hedging. We want less pain just in case the person's money-making idea is wrong. So the way this would work is this. So let's separate this out. So that's the whole premise. But in one situation, let's say that, the money-making idea is actually wrong. So in that scenario, what is occurring? Well, ABC is actually going down in value. But the thing with that is, if the stock goes down in value, put options would actually rise in value. So in that event, let's say that I'm just making these numbers off, but let's say that because the stock drops, they actually lose $1,000. So yeah, they were wrong in the sense of their idea and they lost $1,000 on the stock itself. However, because the put options went up in value, they actually made $300 on those put options. So my question to you becomes, well, what was their overall loss on the money-making idea? Well, their overall loss, not to insult your intelligence, but 1,000 or negative 1,000 plus 300 means that they actually only lost $700. Why? Well, because they hedged their risk. They hedged their idea with some of these put options. Now, nothing is perfect. There's always a catch to everything. And I don't mean this in a positive or negative light, but let's look at another example here. And in this situation, we'll go over here with it. And let's say that actually they were right and ABC does go up and it goes up and it goes up. And well, you know what? That's a good thing because that's what they thought. And because of this, let's say that, wow, they just made $1,000. The thing here is that if the stock goes up, then the way put options work is these would actually go down in value. So stock goes up, causing the put options to go down, meaning instead of making $300 on this one, they're going to actually lose $300. So now we have the exact reverse. This person was right. How much did they make? Did they make $1,000? Well, no, they didn't, because they decided to hedge their risk, meaning that they have to factor in the minus 300. So they only made $700, even though they were right. And that's the flip side, is if you're right, you could very well say, geez, why did I hedge my risk? Why did I hedge that? Because I was right. But in this situation, they're very glad that they did that. They're very glad that they hedged their risk, because instead of the minus 1,000, they were only at minus 700, meaning what? This right here, say it with me, 2 words, was a less painful experience. And that's what it's all about, creating less pain, but nothing is perfect, because as you just saw here, if you are right, you'll play the voice of, why did I even hedge my risk? Why did I do that? I didn't need to do that because I was right, but I ended up actually losing money on my hedge because, well, and you know, you can get to that. But on the flip side, you're going to feel very good when you're experiencing less pain, because if you're wrong and then you hedge it the right way and you make money in a different way, it lessens that burden, it lessens the pain. And that's all hedging is. You're trying to construct things in a way, and like I said, you can make this as easy as the example you just saw, or you can make it vastly complex in terms of how you quote unquote hedge. But like I said, the simplified way is you're just creating less pain in the event you're wrong with whatever your money making idea is. So I hope this helps. I hope this provides some clarity to you. Let me know in the comment section, do you ever hedge anything? What ways do you hedge? What's your favorite strategy to hedge if you do? Because there's so many ways under the sun that you can do that. But I'm curious. Let me know down in the comment section below. But as you saw earlier, if you have suggestions for new videos, ideas, questions, you never know if one of those comments can turn into a video like this one does. So also leave those down below too. So hopefully this helps. And yeah, consider hedging some of your money-making ideas. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only 1 losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.